The mass demonstration is underway in the Yemeni capital Sana'a to mark 1 year of Saudi aggression. The protesters are chanting slogans against the ruling Saudi monarchy and its allies.
يا جيشنا واللجان أنتم للعزة عنوان.
The demonstrators are carrying placards in condemnation of the international silence on the onslaught that began on March 26 of last year. The war has created a humanitarian catastrophe and has wreaked havoc on critical infrastructure. Shabir Hassan Ali is an activist and Islamic scholar who joins us from London. Shabir Hassan Ali, we just looked at some demonstrations that took place roughly about an hour ago. Lots of Yemenis came out on the streets marking this 1 year Saudi onslaught. When you take a look back at this 1 year, what has Saudi Arabia achieved? Why is it still bombing Yemen?
I think Saudi has achieved nothing. I think even Saudi knows it's achieved nothing. At the moment, I believe it's more like a knee-jerk thing. It's a pride issue, and they're just continuing to bomb in some vain hope that the people of Yemen will somehow turn against Ansarullah and the popular resistance committees. Also, we have to understand that on every front that the Saudi cult is fighting, or attempting to fight and causing problems, it's in remission. It's being defeated. It's like a cancer in remission. And you know, in Syria, you can tell it's on the way out, or rather, its proxy Daesh and Nusra are on the way out. In Iraq, the same thing, and in Yemen, the same thing. And even inside their own country, well, the area they've occupied, and in Bahrain and other places, the contempt for the Saudi family, this illiterate family of criminals, is massive. They've achieved absolutely nothing. When you set out to war, you know that you're going to achieve your war objectives very quickly. If we look 2006, when we had the 33-day war where the Zionists occupying Palestine decided to make an adventure in Lebanon. And we can see that within 33 days, they realized that, look, we're not able to achieve anything. We need to get the Americans in to get people to mediate a ceasefire, because they saw they're losing. Beyond, you know, when you realize that you're not going to achieve any of your war objectives, to continue persisting down that route, it's a case of, you know, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, which is the classic definition of insanity. And the Saudis, of course, they fit this definition. They've always fit it. There's this little family of miscreants and criminals from the desert that should never have been given anything. But sadly, the government of my country are the people that put these dogs in power. And inshallah, it's only a matter of time when, you know, the Saudis realize, the people of occupied Arabia realize, and they rise up and they tear down this criminal cult and send them back to hell where they belong.
I'm curious, many times it has been said that the United States with one call could stop this war.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that, and why does it not do that and opt to have this war continued?
I think it's, again, the Saudi cult is very similar to Daesh in that for, I think, the West, it's become a bit of a Frankenstein monster. The West, America, Europe, England, they've all sold Saudi so many weapons, and sadly continue to do so, that they will never make that call to stop it, because, you know, it's bad for business, and apparently the world is going through some sort of economic crisis.